Like, I gotta, hold on, excuse me.
You're fine. You want the complimentary water?
Yeah. You're gonna have to, you know. Right. So we're gonna cut this, y'all. He not gonna show this part.
I got you. Maybe in the bloopers. We shall see.
So, as I was saying.
What's up? My name is Calvin, and I am here with the one, the only, Kendall Kyndall. How are you, man?
Good. I'm glad you said it right.
I had to make sure we had to check before we started. You know, make sure the pronunciation was on point.
Right.
Now, I am so interested to talk to you on so many levels.
Okay.
For one, not only are you, the social media star, but you are a host, you're an actor, and you're this internet phenomenon with over 1 million followers.
True.
However, when I Googled, there's not much I could find other than the fact that you're an Aries, right?
Yep, I am.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
April Fools.
Yeah, April Fool's Day, don't you? See? You see why I'm a fool now?
That's why you're so funny. That's why you're so funny. But other than these amazing things of just what we've learned from via social media, I don't know that much about you. So I guess my first question is, where'd you come from? What?
Not where'd you come from. So you want me to take you back, or you just want me to take you back?
Back.
You want me to start? Let's see.
I want the nitty gritty titty. I need all of it.
All right. So back in Detroit, look. Once upon a time, no kidding. So I was living in Detroit, working in HR, and I wasn't happy. First of all, let's go back a little more.
Yeah. I
went to college for dental. Didn't want to do that, right? But I was trying to do it to make, how you make your parents proud. Like, oh, medical field, they go to work and brag. And I'm like, yeah. Did that the first year. I'm like, I don't like it. And then my dad like, well, what you gonna do? You need to make sure it's something like, that you can make some money and, you can. So I'm like, all right. So I changed over to OT. The OT classes were, if anybody who don't know what OT means, is occupational therapy.
Okay, thank God you explained.
Yes.
I didn't want to sound dumb and ask.
Yes, it's occupational therapy. So I switched over to occupational therapy. The OT classes was bomb, whatever. But I still didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what else can I do? So I went over to business. Transferred and went to business. And we had to do like a resume for Career Builder. So we had to do the resume, teacher checked it, then we had to upload it to Career Builder. When I uploaded it, I didn't pay attention that I was going to get a job. So Quicken Loans reached out, and I got the job, and I went in for like a customer service rep. But my personality was so big in the interview, they were like, you need to be in HR. Boom, I get a job in HR, so I go back to school, switch over to HR. It was good or whatever, but that's not what I wanted to do, but I didn't know. I always wanted to be in like entertainment and act. What I really wanted to go to school for was communications, mass communication. But I remember when I told my dad, he was like, what you gonna do with that? So, I kind of was like, oh, I better pick something else. Fast forward, left Quicken Loans, went to an IT company, was doing HR. And I've always had Instagram. I had like 700 followers. And I had my little followers, just doing my thing. And one day I just went home, frustrated. Love and Hip Hop was on. They sounded stupid. And I went in. Yeah, and I went in but I made a video. Not even thinking what was getting ready to happen. And I put the hashtags. I'm like, just put the hashtags. It was on the TV down at the bottom. So I hashtag Love and Hip Hop. Woke up the next day, I had 5,000 followers. I was like, what? And I had all of these notifications. I'm like, wait, what is going on? Like, what did I do? I didn't know what happened. You know how you wake up with all those notifications. I'm like, what did I do? What happened? I'm like, and the rest was history. So at this time, I'm building the brand and didn't know I was building the brand. And I didn't know I didn't even know I was an influencer until I had 300 and something thousand followers. Somebody was like, so how do you feel about being a social media influencer? And I think I did something with BET, and some people came up and was talking to me, and I'm like, what's that? Like, that's what you, I'm like, oh, that's what I'm doing? Because I still was working. I was like an influencer on the weekend and was getting booked for stuff, and then I was an HR professional during the week. So I was just stacking checks, and I was still working and doing my thing, and yes, I stacked up enough, and when my lease was up, October 2017, I headed to LA, and it's been the best decision I've ever made. And when I moved here, I was very nervous. I'll tell you this, I was nervous because I was addicted to the 15th and 30th of each month, if you know what I mean by that, getting that check. And yes, every 2 weeks. So I was addicted to that. So I wasn't nervous about moving out here. It was just like, oh shoot, I'm not gonna be getting this. You know, it's guaranteed, you know it's coming. I just said, forget it. I'm like, if you don't do it now, you're gonna say what if, and I didn't ever want to live like what if no more. So now when I'm scared to do something, I do it, because when I do it, it's like the best thing that I've ever done.
I have a little game.
Okay.
Because, I mean, we know you for your amazing social media videos at the start of your career, at the very start. But we, of course, fell in love with you from your hilarious commentary on Love and Hip Hop. So just to give a brief honor to that, I want to play a game of One Gotta Go. Okay.
There's a lot of them gotta go, so let's do it.
For those of you who don't know, One Gotta Go, essentially you give the person two options, and they have to kind of say which of the options just gotta go. So
this is funny.
I'll give you the option of a few castmates from various franchises, and you tell me which one just gotta, he or she just gotta leave.
Okay.
You know. First up. This should be easy. We can start easy in the court of public opinion, at least. Remy Ma or Brittany Taylor?
Brittany Taylor.
See, it's easy.
Brittany Taylor. Yeah. Remy Ma, I actually like her on the show because she's positive, and she's like, you know, you gotta have some. A lot of them are immature, so you need somebody that's mature on there to keep them together, just like Joe Budden. I'm glad he back. When he was on there before, he was kind of like all over the place dealing with things, but I feel like he kind of got a hold of himself now, and he be spitting like some knowledge now. Like, he don't have time for bull crap like with Safari. He like, you corny, like you gotta stop this. Like, he know he got the child now, and then he also look like he's settling down. So definitely Remy Ma stay. Brittany, is she still? She not even on there.
She's not. Bless her heart.
She gone.
She's trying though.
Yeah, she's trying to come back with this busted eye, but that's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't ask me nothing about Love and Hip Hop, because you know I'm gonna wear my mouth.
We're gonna pray for her healing in all ways.
Yeah.
Next up, Spice or Mimi Foss?
Ooh.
I know they got into a little bit of a beef this season.
It's not that big of a beef.
It's not.
It's about her changing her color. Spice. I mean, Spice. Mimi an OG. She been on there, so
that part.
I mean, I don't think she going nowhere, but Spice can. And I like Spice, but like when she first got on there, it was interesting because she come from Jamaica.
Yeah.
She, of course, we know she's this big Jamaica dance hall queen, and she doing her thing when it comes to that. But after that, last season was okay. She had her little messy moments, and I'm like, oh, okay. She was talking shit, and then this season, I'm kind of like, okay, you kind of like watered down now. She got to go. So Spice, Spice got to go. She can work on her music.
Stevie J or Ray J?
Stevie. Oh, but Stevie be having some funny moments. Stevie do some dumb stuff that's so funny, and he know what he doing. It's hard because both of them do stupid, corny things, but they both are very. Honestly, I've met them both. Both of them are very intelligent.
Ray J is so smart.
Ray J is very intelligent, and Ray J is funny. This season, Ray J was just kind of calm. We followed we follow his storyline, but he's more business minded now, and he's the husband and the father. I wouldn't mind still seeing more Ray J. Stevie can go, although Stevie know how to stir stuff up. And that's what you watch it for, is the drama. Stevie know how to stir things up a little bit. Dang. Stevie.
He got to go.
He got to go.
He got to go.
He got to go. Sorry, Stevie, but you got to go.
He got show anyway. He's fine.
Yeah, he can do, because Stevie can carry his own show. He definitely can do something by himself.
Moniece Slaughter or Tierra Marie?
Ooh. And I like them both too. This is how are you doing this? I'm going with both of them. Tierra did piss me off last season with that whole Akbar situation, because she you go sue him and then you go and sneaking down to Houston or down there with him, and then again Moniece. I think Tierra's an OG.
Yeah.
So I don't see her going anywhere no time soon. So it got to be Moniece.
Sure.
You can just tell them OGs, the ones that started off, they kind of like vested. So it's kind of hard to just get them off of there unless they say I'm done.
Yeah.
But the newcomers that come, it's easy for them. Like, all right, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Well, speaking of the ones who are leaving, how do you feel about Tommy Lee versus Jocelyn? Which one got to go?
Dang. Ooh.
They both crazy as hell.
I know. However, Jocelyn is better. They both good TV, but Jocelyn is good TV.
Yeah.
Jocelyn was funny every time she hit the screen. It was never a dull moment. Tommy was good every time she hit the screen, but sometimes she had moments where it was like, Tommy. Jocelyn was always like, what? So Tommy, although I don't want her to go for real.
Yeah.
But since I have to pick one, Tommy.
All right, I have the mother of all ones just to end it all. Love and Hip Hop New York, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop LA, Love and Hip Hop Miami. Which one got to go?
Miami.
That was fast.
Miami got to go. Thank you. It was cool when they first came out because it was something new, but I really don't care about what's going on down there in Miami. Either they recast or let it go, because they do recast.
Yeah.
But
that's funny you say that. I just realized I didn't in those one-on-ones.
I didn't do them.
Yeah.
I didn't do them this season. I watched them after I did because they were coming on with New York. And
that's true, they were.
New York was better this season. Last season, I was not here for them. I stopped doing them and started doing Miami because Miami was new. It was kind of lit. It was funny because, we were seeing people like Pretty Ricky, Trina, Trick Daddy. So it was like, it was fun, but this season I'm just kind of like, no. Yeah, they got to go. That's it. We don't need them. And it's nothing against,
of course not.
It was good TV while it lasted, but it did. It lasted. It was good while it lasted, but I'm not interested.
Yeah.
But I like the franchise. I like, of course, it's how it started. It's Love and Hip Hop. It's Little Ratchet TV.
Also, they were the ones that were, they're the newcomers, like you said. They're late to the party. They can, last one in, first one out.
Yeah.
How it go? I want to get back to you because you're way more interested in Love and Hip Hop. Because you said that you always wanted to be an entertainer. So I'm wondering, who did you look up to? Having this dream in your head of, being an actor and doing all these big things, like who were you looking up to? Like, I want to do that. Who made you say that?
Ooh, that's crazy that you asked me that, and it's nobody, actually.
Really?
I mean, just television, just TV. Yeah. Just watching TV, watching movies. It wasn't like a specific person that I was like, it was just like, I watched everybody, just how any and everybody that was on the TV, I just watched them like, oh, shoot. And I've always just say, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. I could do that. It's just like, oh, I could do that. And then growing up, I was raised by my dad, and I'm his only child. So I was at home by myself, or, being the only child, you gotta have an imagination. So sometimes I would act out movies myself. I would play all parts.
What was your favorite movie to act out?
Home Alone when I was young.
Really?
Yes, that was my movie. I always watch Home Alone. I don't care if it wasn't Christmas time. It can be summer. I was watching Home Alone. I loved Home Alone. And, my other movie was Big. With
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, yeah. I love Big. it was crazy how he went to sleep and woke up as this big guy.
You should have been in Little. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna put it out there. You should have been in Little.
Yeah,
they wrong for that.
But yeah, so those were my movies, and then just TV watching Moesha watching. I don't know if you remember My Brother and Me. It was like on Nickelodeon.
I do remember that.
Yes, I watched that.
Yes.
Sister, The Cosbys.
Yes.
I thought, because I was a kid when Raven-Symoné, I think we kind of like around the same age, so she was young. I thought that was cool that these kids were on there. Full House, seeing the Olsen twins on there. Family Matters. So I was into just watching TV. I was always that guy, and I would just act stuff out or recite, what they said. And I would say when I hit high school, that's when Medea, Tyler Perry, his plays started becoming very popular. And I was into every play. Like, I would go to the plays, I would get the DVDs and watch them. I knew every play, like everything he would say. That was just my thing. So, but I don't think I really ever expressed it because I was scared to my parents, because I didn't know if they were going to shoot it down. Because so it was a point that I wanted to model, and I was kind of modeling, and I wanted to come out to LA, and my dad was like, "You're not gonna have nowhere to stay. Where are you gonna stay? You need money. You need this. You need that." And I'm like, and that was my first year in college. And I'm like, oh. So when I started doing social media, I didn't tell him, and he know that I was traveling a lot. And I don't know if he was thinking like, well, he do got a job. He making money. Maybe he take care of himself. Yeah. And then he started saying like, what is this videos? People, his friends was telling him, and coworkers like, my kids showed me your son. I was like, I know that face. And then I remember the picture in your office. Ain't this your son? And he was like, what's these videos? I'm like, oh yeah, I would just be doing these videos. He like, oh. And I know my dad's a police officer. I'm not stupid. I know he stalked my page, found it. He know how to investigate. Yes. And he tried to act like he don't know. He was like, oh, I just say, oh, okay. He's like, I don't know what you doing. I know he knew exactly what I'm doing. He's seen every video. And I called him a couple times like, yeah, I don't pay attention. People tell me. He's like, I just say, oh, okay. And then he'll say something that I did. And I'm like, wait, I thought you were going to be on my page. I thought you were going to be on my page. And then I didn't even know he had a social media. And I still don't know what his is.
That's that policeman.
Exactly. Yes. So he's watching, but now he's really watching because, I've evolved. And that's the way he stay on top of everything.
Now, so going from that little boy, Kendall, just watching Home Alone, to now in all your success, have you had, because I know you talked about a few of your proudest moments, and you just brought up your dad. Have you had that kind of like, Mama, Daddy, I made it type of moment yet? Have you had that I made it moment?
I'm so humble.
You know someone's humble when they tell you you're humble.
I'm so humble. It is because I'm still trying to figure out why haven't I just like had that moment where I bust out into tears yet, because seeing myself. But I think I just I've been holding everything in. I'm happy and I'm proud, and I'm just like waiting on what's next. And I've done Keisha and Gucci Wedding.
That's right.
Yep. And then I was on Claws. And it's crazy how I got that Niecy Nash, which I love her so much. She's so genuine and dope. We went there they booked some influencers to come because the show was coming out that summer, and they kind of wanted, gear up to get us ready. So we went there. They let us do videos with the cast, and we had to save them until like premiere week. Right. But I clicked with her so well, and we were talking. I was telling her like the things that I wanted to do, and she was just giving me good advice. And I remember leaving, and she called like, "Are you still here?" And I'm like, "No." And she was like, "Oh, I want you to do this role, but you got to audition." And she was like, "I tell you what, when you land, call me so I can show you how to do a self-tape." I knew nothing about a self-tape, none of this. I'm like, okay. So I get back home to Detroit. She calls me as the plane landing, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not even like off the plane. So the plane is coming down, and my phone going off, and I was like, hello? She's like, hey. I'm like, we landing like right now. She's like, okay, as soon as you get home, call me. Like, so I called her back. She told me how to do it, told me what the role was, sent it in, and booked it. And it was like I played like a DJ, so I was getting everybody crunk and lit.
Yeah,
she was like,
all-white party.
Yeah, she's like, that's what you do. They cut my talking parts, but I get it. But you got to crunch everything in. So I did that, and everything just went from there. BT Awards, and then me and Jess Hilarious did like this Memorial Day weekend peep that where we watched Martin Lawrence, his comedy stuff. Yeah, we did that. And I just started getting booked for all of these little roles. So even with the role that I'm in now on BT playing MJ, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this role. Because it's like, MJ, he's very... I didn't make him... I kind of toned him down because I'm like, he's gay, he's flamboyant, he's supposed to be very flamboyant. I'm like, we're not going to give them that. Like, it's not always...
Also, it doesn't have to play into that stereotype.
Yeah, they are. Yep. And I'm like, watch this. Because it's up to me. Yeah. I'm the actor.
Exactly.
They say one thing, I'm delivering the lines, but I'm going to deliver it the way I want it to be. Robbie Reed, she reached out a couple times. Yes, I do too. That's like auntie. She reached out a couple times for some roles I didn't get. Reached out for this role on Games People Play. Actually, two. Kareem Johnson and then MJ. Kareem, Jackie Long plays him. And I went in to do both. And I didn't hear nothing. And I'm like, I didn't get it again. So I'm like, oh, well, I got to keep pushing. I got to keep going. And then right before Thanksgiving, she was like, you booked the role of MJ. And I remember I was driving like, skirt! I like had to pull over. I was like crying and stuff. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I can't believe. I'm like, what? So it was my first role. Oh, the social media awards. Yes. When I won the Social Hustle. And I got in the top 5, and then they started playing the commercials and like the promos of me, and I had posted like, "Mama, I made it." I remember, and she's like, "I see you, I see you." She had replied back like, "I see you." Yeah, that was my moment because I'm like, dang, I was nervous. I honestly didn't think I could win that award because I was going against some heavy hitters.
You're a heavy hitter.
I know. I am. And let me stop putting myself down. But yeah, I am. And best friends who's watching, forgive me because I forgot how loyal y'all are. Y'all went hard on the voting, and thank y'all for that. But I was going against like DC Young Fly, who had, at the time I had 1 million followers. He had like millions. He had like maybe like 4 at the time, 4 million. Fat Boy SSC, he had like 2 or 3. Jess Hilarious had like 2.5, and it was me, Jess Hilarious, Fat Boy, DC. Oh, Jazzy. Watch Jazzy.
Of course.
Yep. It was Watch Jazzy. So it was like, I don't know. It could go. It was great people, everybody that I like, and it was like whoever win. It would be great if I won.
That part.
But I won it, and I was like, dang, I knocked them out. And I was like, I did that? Like, whoa. That's how I know, like, my influence is bigger than what I thought. My influence is actually bigger than over 1 million. I got 1.6 now, but my influence is, I don't know how big. It's huge.
Up there.
It's way bigger than that 1.6. Because I'm like, to actually like win over them, I'm just thinking like they got it. 4 million followers. They followers just keep voting for them and it's over. Like my little million is pretty mighty.
I remember that because seeing you and Jazz in the same category, I remember that specific one, and I love you guys' friendship. That is the cutest thing ever, seeing you guys on social media together.
And it's like we both moved here the same day. We didn't know. It was like when we finally met each other. She was like, yeah, I moved here October 15th, 2000. I'm like, me too. And she was like, what? And we're like, yeah, so.
Come on, the 15th, the 30th, everything. Full circle.
Boom, right. It came back, didn't it? So, yeah. What's another moment? BET Awards. The BTX. I don't know. I had my mind wrapped around that I was going to be doing like social media. We were on the social media stage. But I'm thinking I was going to have my phone and doing my thing because I've done that before with them for American Black Film Festival Honors. Okay. And I thought I was going to have my phone and just doing my thing with the crowd and just having fun. And, no, I was on the stage. The camera was live. The camera, they was like 5, 4, 3. I'm like, what? And it was on, and I'm like, So, yeah, that was like, the beginning of my career. But I'm glad it happened because it made me, like, it put me on my toes. And I was like, okay, get us some classes. Because obviously you're going to be in front of the camera a lot.
Yes.
And I saw it for myself in the future. I'm like, I need to get in these classes. And yeah, I've been out here in LA. I'm grinding. The show is now airing every Tuesday at 9 now, not 10.
Yes.
It came on at 10 this week for the premiere, but it's at 9. And I'm going back to class next week because I'm putting it out there. I feel like we're going to get a second season. A lot of people like it. And I want to be even better and bomb next season. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I can move up from recurring to a regular.
Yeah.
So yeah,
because you deserve that. You really do. He has endorsements from Niecy Nash. You know he could. You know he could.
Well, she also gave me some good pointers too. Told me I need to get in classes because I was very blue. I'm not blue, green. I was very green, and the talent was there, but I definitely needed some classes so I could, because I didn't understand scripts. I didn't understand how to, attack a script, or when I could read the line, but I didn't know how to actually get into that character. So when I got out here, I got into classes at Aaron Spicer and Shannon Sturgis, Will Smith, his acting teacher and coach. And I went there. Another best thing. I was nervous to do that. It took me like a couple months. Shh, don't tell nobody. But a lot of people were telling me, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get in it. But I was nervous because I'm like, I can't act, and I'm gonna get in there, and these people, they gonna be looking at me and laughing at me because I'm probably gonna look stupid. But we all look stupid.
That's like,
and even the ones that were good, they were like cheering us on the side, and like, everybody was cool. Like when we had breaks, they're like, hey, you did good. We would just talk. So another proud moment of myself. That was one moment. But I guess when I win an award, when I win my Emmy, I'm waiting on that Emmy. Of course, I want other awards on top of that. I'm going to win an Oscar.
Yes.
I'm putting that out there. I'm going to win an Oscar. I'm going to be even bigger than I am now. I probably won't be able to handle it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'll be able to handle it, but I'll be like, whoa, but
I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel it. And I was going to say it earlier, but I feel movie roles coming very soon.
I do too. And when I was doing social media at home after work and on the weekend, I had this feeling in my chest, like it was like this fire. And I'm like, I couldn't shake it. And I'm like, I don't know, like it was like kind of like when you excited, like you got this excited feeling and you don't know what's getting ready to happen. You like, I'm nervous, but it's like a good nervous. And I had it a lot, and I was like, it's starting to come again, and I can't shake it. And I'm like, I don't know what's getting ready to happen, but something's getting ready to happen, and I'm ready. And I just keep praying, and I'm like, Lord, just please prepare me for it. But I'm ready.
I want to talk about, because you answered so many questions, but I still have like one burning one that's just like, you mentioned all these amazing things that you've done, that, again, you've had an amazing career so far, like, and you're, again, just in the beginning of it, and we, of course, know you and love you from your videos on social media, but you have transcended your career on the internet, and you've done TV, you're now nabbing acting roles here and there, in an era where sometimes people in traditional media aren't always accepting of social influencers and people who come from that realm. What is your secret for breaking that barrier, and what is your advice to anybody else trying to do what you do?
Well, everybody have their own lane, and I just kind of stayed in my own lane, and this is what I did. I didn't do skits. I wasn't a skit person. I did commentary. I always knew what I wanted to do, but I kept it quiet. A lot of people when we were tweeting, like, I didn't know you could act. I didn't know you wanted to act. Like, you kept that quiet. Just be authentic and remain yourself. And if it's something you want to do, go for it. And keep quiet. Don't tell nobody, because when you tell people, they'll be saying, oh, I'm happy for you, but really they're like not rooting for you. You got to watch those people that's happy for you. Because you'll know when it's genuine, then you'll know when they're just saying it, but they're really like off to the side, like, yeah, right. And I'm so excited because I feel like even for people who even thought like you just social media, you'll always be on that couch. It was like this debut for me on last Tuesday was like, boom. I smacked you in the face, like, and what's up? Right, what's up now? I'm on where? I'm on the couch watching myself, so what's up? But yeah, you just gotta let people talk, and don't wrap your mind around it, because if you do, you can become what they say you are to them. Like, you ain't gonna be able to do this. You always be an influencer. Some people might just want to be an influencer though. It works for them. But I had bigger goals. Like I told you, I didn't even know I was an influencer. I always wanted to be entertainment and then finally act. I will say this. My friend who works at Tyler Perry, I remember when I finished school, she was working there and I'm like, I want to come work and do production, like be a PA and move my way up and jump in front of the camera. That didn't work. Like, she's like, okay, but it was kind of like, you know, she's like, all right, I don't know. Never got a job down there doing it. So I'm like, okay, but God had another plan. He said, I'm gonna give you this platform. He gave me the platform, it's, you know, social media platform, Instagram, and I guess he wanted to see how I could handle that. I had tough skin, I handled that, worked that, and then boom, now I'm on TV. So, you know, you have one plan, God will laugh at you. What they say, tell God your plan, he'll laugh at you. Yeah, he definitely laughed at me because I knew exactly how I was going to do it. I'm like, I'm going to start off being a PA, I'm going to work my way up, and then I'm going to get in front of that camera, and then boom, I'm going to be an actor. Yeah, right. I started on Instagram.
Better.
I was doing commentary. BET reached out. Other networks started reaching out, having me doing like jobs and hosting. And yeah. So you just gotta pray.
That part.
You definitely have to pray. Even, you know, I pray all the time. People might not think I do because I'm crazy, but I do. I pray all the time. Like to keep anybody away from me that's not good for me. If anybody is in the circle now that don't need to be there, get them out. Yeah, you just gotta have that mindset, and you gotta be ready, and you gotta go full throttle. And you don't listen to them when people try to put social media people in a box. They will try to box you up, but it's up to you to show them you more than the box.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a word.
Yeah, it is.
Kendall Kyndall's out here preaching.
You know, they say, you know, I got a little word here and there.
Since you are on Games People Play, not Game People Play, so I had one more game for you. Last one. And just to get to know a little bit more about you, it's just, you know, a little simple fill in the blank. You say whatever comes to your mind first, no judgment.
Oh, shit.
And it's okay. I want you to finish this one. My favorite drink is
Jack and Coke.
Oh, that is an OG drink right there.
It is. It's, I don't know. Jack Daniels just tastes good to me with Coca-Cola.
I can see that.
It's good with the cherry and the lime.
Mix it all together.
Yeah,
yes.
Squeeze that lime. It's just, yeah.
My first celebrity crush was?
Ooh. Probably Raven Simone.
Oh, yeah.
When I was younger, when she was Olivia. You know, we was kids. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh. Yeah.
Crushing everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Same. If I were invisible for a day, I would
smack the fuck out of something. No, just beat the shit out of somebody people that got stuff to say. Probably that. Yeah, let's roll with that. I'd probably fuck with somebody.
Find Donald Trump and just
pull his wig off so we can actually see it. I would probably. Oh, I would. Yeah. Yeah, I would do some things. That's bad.
I like the way you think.
That's bad. I would do some things.
My most awkward or embarrassing moment being recognized.
Oh, my most awkward or embarrassing moment being recognized. Oh. Yes, I remember I was in New Orleans and I thought this girl was coming up to talk to me. So I'm like, hey, she was going to the other person. However, somebody else recognized me. So I played it off well, but she was not talking to me. I'm like, oh, hey, you know, and she's like, oh, no. And she was not talking to me. It was in New Orleans Essence Fest. 2000, so was it 17 or 16? 2016, yes.
That was a hell of a year.
Yeah, it was. Oh my goodness. Yes, that was my awkward, but this other chick, she's like, best friend. I'm like, hey, I just had to, oh yes. Yep. I remember that.
And last but not least, the pettiest thing I've ever done.
Love and hip hop. Love and hip hop is the pettiest thing I ever done.
Just reading everybody on a weekly basis.
In, right. Taking my frustrations out on them people.
Yeah. And look at you now. Yeah. Like, soon enough before you know it, people are going to start making videos like, recapping you and your shows.
Yep.
And I say shows, and I mean shows, because I'm talking, we're going to have a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking with me. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Kendall Kyndall. You can follow him everywhere on social media. I'm sure you already do. And you can watch him Tuesday nights on BET at 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Games People Play.
Yep.
Is it Standard, Central Time? I always get confused on that.
Eastern Time.
Eastern Time.
9/8 Central Time.
9/8 Central Time.
And then, you know, if you're on the West Coast with me, we already know we Pacific Time. So
Such a great cast. Like you said, just black excellence all around. The Queen Lauren London is in it.
Oh, yes.
So, you know you have to watch.
Yes.
Games People Play. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of games being played. So pay attention. If you haven't started watching it yet, watch it. At least get to that first episode. It'll have you on the edge of your chair. And pay attention to the clues that's going on, because you will see stuff unravel throughout the season.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You have this amazing supportive base of fans, but you don't call them fans, you call them best friends.
Yes, you got to be personal with them. Let them know that, like, I don't want them to feel like I'm untouchable.
Yeah.
So if you press follow, you're our best friend. You're initiated.
Best friend.
Yes.
That's best friend. See, I can touch it.
See?
Best friend.
Right.
We best friends, right?
Well, I mean, you know.
So, best friend. Can I borrow $20?
Oh, hell no. You know what? I didn't know you was about to ask me that. You worse than... No, you worse than the ones that send me their Cash App or GoFundMe. Yo, you ain't got...
But I got Venmo, though.
No. You ain't got... You give me $20 for come doing this damn show with you. How about that?
He took the walk. I thought we were cool.